Are you looking for the best graphics card under $100? In this video we will look at some of the best graphics card under $100 on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Asus GeForce GT 732GB. Asus GeForce GT 732GB is an affordable mid-range graphics card. It's an economical daily driver that supports a 3840x2160 display, which is quite a feat for such an affordable card. A few years ago, it would have cost you 4 times as much. We really liked its sleek, compact design and think it's great for stealth constructions or a homemade steam machine. We found its GPU tweak too easy for beginners and advanced for seasoned overclockers, reaching 927 MHz. With 2GB DDR5 RAM, a 64-bit interface, and a 902 MHz clock speed, we found it perfect for design work, basic animation, and playing games at a decent quality level during our testing. Sure, you won't hit 60 FPS with the latest games on high settings, but you can still boost your rig with enough RAM, an SSD, and a good CPU. It's a straightforward, sturdy, well-rounded card that won't disappoint you. Number 2. MSI Gaming GeForce GT 732GB. Graphics coprocessor, NVIDIA GeForce GT 730 RAM, 2048 MB DDR3 SDRAM max resolution, 2560x1600 memory clock speed, 700 MHz. MSI's Gaming GeForce GT 732GB is a steal. It's a powerhouse for such a small card, and cheaper than other 3D vision-ready cards. The GT 730's modest size masks its good features. Because of this, it's our favorite GPU under $100 for gaming. We could easily use the Afterburner overclocking utility. It has 1440p resolution, 2GB DDR3 RAM, and a whole host of possibilities in terms of tweaking and optimization. Plus, it also supports DirectX 12. This is a low-power card, running more than efficiently on a 300-350W power supply. We appreciated its low-profile design as it saved us space within any casing. It's a great purchase if you're looking to buy your first graphics card to have a better experience clicking heads. However, we found it expectedly unsuitable for demanding, high-end games. It's better suited for older games. Number 3. Care GeForce GT 734GB. Graphics coprocessor, NVIDIA GeForce GT 730 RAM, 4GB DDR3 SDRAM max resolution, 2048x1536 memory clock speed, 700 MHz. Care's GeForce GT 730 is one of our top budget GPUs under $100 for animation since it maximizes its 4GB RAM and has a good CPU. We liked its aluminum heatsink dominated design. Plus, it comes with a high rotation, silent cooling fan, so you may not need to get additional cooling for this baby beast. The GT 734GB's strong features make up for its older RAM compared to newer cards. It supports full 2K HD resolution, is double display capable, has stable power consumption, and has a minimal profile. You can easily run it on a 300W power supply. We found this 4GB card's memory and CPU slower than a 2GB GDDR5 card, for example. So, we must add that its performance is becoming dated. Number 4. Zotac GeForce GT 730 Zone Edition. Graphics coprocessor, NVIDIA GeForce RAM, 4GB DDR3 SDRAM max resolution, 7680x4320 memory clock speed, 902 MHz. Zotac's GeForce GT 730 Zone Edition is a great card, and while it's towards the upper end of the price scale, you won't find a better 4GB card at this price. It has fast memory, a reasonable clock, NVIDIA support, and 64-bit memory width. The card clocks in with 4GB of high-speed RAM, 902 MHz base clock speed, 1600 MHz effective memory clock speed. VGA, HDMI, and DVI connectors allowed us to have a 2 or 3 monitor arrangement, offering us great flexibility. We particularly liked its DVI, digital visual interface, port, which gave us brighter, cleaner visuals on our multimedia centers. This isn't the best card for graphic-intensive 4K games, but it's perfect for casual gamers and entry-level animators. Instead of gaming, we used it mostly for editing and rendering videos, which it handled well with the help of a good CPU. It also ran quietly, which we loved. Overall, we found this card a basic, reasonably priced option. It's also a bit of a do-it-all. You can use it to play games, for animation, to edit films, or to slightly increase your desktop speed. Number 5. Asus NVIDIA GeForce GT 710 1GB. Chipset brand, NVIDIA Graphics Coprocessor, NVIDIA GeForce GT 710 RAM, 1GB GDDR5 Max Resolution, 2560x 1600 memory clock speed, 5012 MHz. Asus NVIDIA GeForce GT 710 card isn't remarkable, but that doesn't mean it's not any good. It's basic yet powerful for its size and supports modern gaming and animation. It's not the most powerful card under $100, but it's one of the most reliable and a great quality model at that. The graphics card has 1GB high-speed DDR5 RAM and 2K DirectX 12 compatibility. It has a PCIe 2.0 connector, a low-profile form factor, which we love, and a fast 5012 MHz memory clock speed. We were able to support up to 3 monitors and could even support 4K resolution at 30 Hz on its DVI port. When prompted, download NVIDIA's Control app. It allowed us to change the settings of the graphics driver to our liking. This gave us better control over our graphics and resolution settings and enabled easier troubleshooting during testing. The NVIDIA GeForce GT 710 is a simple, straightforward card with superb build quality, making it perfect if you desire a basic, solid upgrade with no frills and great build quality. We had enough performance for daily and basic creative tasks, and believe you will too.